Hi, I'm Yama Mama, and today I wanted to talk to you about one of my favorite plants. It's called Noni. Now, if you've heard of Noni, then you know that there's some people that either love it or they hate it. And if you love it, then you can't live without it. But if you hate it, you'll be just fine not ever having it in your life again. But to me, I love it, and I can't live without it. Noni is one of those plants that you want to have in your yard. You want to know where your local neighborhood Noni tree is if you need it. There's just an endless amount of medicine that comes from Noni. So right now I just wanted to share with you how to pick Noni and gather it to make your own Noni juice. So let's get into that. So when you're picking Noni, you want to look for Noni like this. Noni on the tree that is yellow and white, almost kind of whitish, has a little bit of green on the tip right there. It's almost starting to turn translucent like it does when it is ripe. I mean, it doesn't turn fully translucent, but the top layer of the skin kind of starts to get shiny and almost translucent. This Noni, this particular fruit right here, it looks like it's going to be perfect for juice. The eyes are more spread apart. See these little eyes? They're kind of spread apart on the Noni. That's what you want. Whereas this one, it's too green. And the eyes are really close together, so that is not ripe. But this one next to it is definitely ripe. And this is the Noni that you want to pick to make your Noni juice. And I just want to say that I never pick up Noni off the ground, even though this Noni is perfectly ripe, ready to go in the jar to make juice. I never pick fruit that I'm going to put in my mouth. I never pick up fruit off the floor that I'm going to put in my mouth. So leave it on the floor and just pick your Noni from the tree. I also want to say that the leaves are very medicinal on their own as well too. I remember camping in Colorado. We would throw the leaves on the grill and get them all crispy, and then we would eat them like that. You can also use the Noni leaf in tea as a nice gentle detoxifier and just kind of a strengthener for the whole body, nice tonifier for the whole body. And my favorite way actually lately to use Noni leaves is to pick the fresh Noni leaf and put it in the freezer. Especially if there's inflammation, you want to use the frozen Noni leaf. If something is inflamed, red, bruised, sore, sprained, anything like that, get your frozen Noni leaf and wrap it around it and keep it on as a nice cold pack or even as a poultice. Alright, so I've got my Noni and I'm ready to take it home, and I will show you how I process it once I get home to go into Noni juice. Okay, so I brought my Noni home and I washed it and put it in a basket, and I like to leave the Noni out until it gets ripe and put it in the jar when it's nice and ripe. So what you're looking for is the Noni when it's ripe. It kind of starts to get this shiny, almost translucent look to it. It gets nice and soft, and that's how you know your Noni is ripe. Put the Noni in like half a gallon jar like this, fresh. You can kind of push it in there when it's nice and ripe, and then you'll start to see the juice form. So you can see this line of the juice. And what I like to do, and what I was, how I was taught, is that you want to pour off this juice every day. So when you pour off that fresh juice, you'll want to keep a jar of it in the fridge to keep it nice and fresh, and take about a shot glass full every day, maybe even 2 or 3 times a day if you're kind of working through something where you need a little bit of extra probiotics. And if you would like your kids to drink it, there's a little known secret that you can do by adding fresh citrus juice. So find all of the really yummy grapefruits and oranges and tangerines that are in season right now, make a nice big jar of juice, and pour it into a little cup, and then add your Noni juice to taste preference, maybe just starting with a really little amount and then slowly adding more over time as your kids get used to it, so that they can benefit from all those wonderful probiotics as well. So now you're juicing up the grapefruit and the oranges
and tangerines
and tangerines to make our own citrus juice. So it's just like maybe a tablespoon of noni juice in here.
I want more juice.
You want more juice?
Yeah.
Okay. And now we're gonna add the citrus juice. A little bit of ice. Now try it out, Takoa. Tell us how you liked it.
We're gonna mix it up.
We're gonna mix it up. How does it taste?
I can still taste a bit of the noni, but the citrus juice kind of makes it a bit less, you know, and like a bit more sweet, but I can still clearly taste it.
And so there you have it. That's how you harvest noni and make noni juice and also get your kids to drink it. I really hope you enjoyed. Please like this video and subscribe for more awesome la'au lapa'au tips for your whole family. Have a beautiful day, friends.